Hello, my name is dear Atasya Baritanya, student ID A1B221087. So today I want to do an interview with my friend Shinta, as my friend who is Muslim. Because as we all know, a few days ago, Muslims were just celebrating Eid. So that's why I want to know what is this interesting things that happened when celebrating the day of Eid. Let's start right away. Well, good night, Sinta. Thank you for taking time to be willing to be interviewed. How are you doing at advance?
Good night, Tania. The past few days, my news is very good. You will understand this, right? Because finally I met my family in the village and it made me feel very good. Yeah.
I see. Happy to hear that you're fine. Alright, this is the second question that I have for you. What does Eid actually celebrate, if I may know?
Eid al-Fitr is a day of massive celebration or a day of victory for all Muslims around the world, which is celebrated on the 1st of Shawwal. We are celebrate Eid in two times at 1 year, namely Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha. And Eid al-Fitr itself is a celebration when Muslims have gone through the month of Ramadan, or what we call victory after fast, the month of fasting. Muslims achieve this day of victory after fasting by fighting and controlling lust and various evils in the holy months of Ramadan. Yeah, like that.
Wow, your explanation is very easy for me to understand. Thank you for the explanation you gave. I have additional knowledge. Okay, let's move on to the next questions that I have for you. How do you feel on the first day of Eid?
If you ask, certainly I feel very relieved and happy, but also mixed with sadness because we will be partying with the holy months, which feels cool as long as it lasts. However, I was filled with emotion on the first day of Eid al-Fitr. As the name suggests, I feel fitri or holy. We will gather and perform Eid prayers together, wearing the best clothes, clean, and everything feels cool. And it was so much fun and a ways to be amazed. Yeah.
Alright, I see. Looks like you're enjoying it quite a bit. Alright. Let's go to the next questions that I have for you. Are there things that are a difference or special in celebrating Eid for this year for you?
Of course, from year to year, there will be different things every Eid al-Fitr celebration or Eid al-Adha. Especially for my family, this year, my extended family celebrating it at my house. Yeah, and in previous years, we gathered at my maternal grandmother's house. Yeah, this is because my family feels that my house is closer to the surau, so it will feel closer when walking to the surau when performing Eid prayers, right? And beside that, I'm also really felt the difference because in previous years, I'm still had both of my parents, but this Eid al-Fitr only had my mother because my father passed away a few months ago. I feel like I lost the person who became my main place to share the joy of the holidays, and I miss him. I really, really miss him.
Oh, I'm really sorry to hear about your father passing. I hope you and your family are always healthy, and I wish the best for your father who has passed away. All right, we have the another question. So, because as you know, I'm a Christian people, I don't celebrate Eid. I'm really curious. What do you usually do on for celebrate the Eid?
Okay. Yeah. Usually, I will wake up early on the first of Shawwal around 3 a.m. to help cook complimentary side dishes, as well as serve the Eid menu on the tray to be served, and then serve after Eid prayers. Then usually after that I will get ready to go to the surau. Of course, wearing the best clothes and using a clean mukena according to the sunnah in Islam. Yeah. And then after we are finished our prayers, we were finished our prayers, we were obliged to shake hands and apologies to each other. Then after that we will go to each other's houses or relatives to make friends. Yeah.
All right, that sounds so interesting. Okay, let's go to the next question. What kind of food do you usually make when you celebrate Eid?
Usually there are three menus that are never left out, namely burasa, langka, and tapai. But the rest is not necessarily, depending on the taste of the desired cuisine. What is clear is it must be made from chicken or beef. Yeah.
I'm so hungry after hearing your answer about the food. After it's time to go to college, this is the message that I have for you. Don't forget to bring me some egg cakes, okay?
Okay.
All right, this is the last questions that I have for you. And this is the interesting question that I really want to ask to you. Do you think your family has a special traditions or not to celebrate this Eid? Or something like a difference from other family who also celebrate the Eid?
I think it's the same for the people living in my area, but maybe it's different from family's tradition in other regions. For example, people in my area have to serve food before serving it to guests. But maybe people from other areas don't do that because it is a hereditary tradition from the previous ancestors in this area. Yeah.
Oh, it seems that the family hasn't what unique was to celebrate this Eid. Okay, I think that's enough for the question that I have for you. So, from the result of this interview, it turns out that many things, like many interesting things, happened while celebrating the Eid. I'm very happy if my friends really enjoy this big day. Thank you for taking the time to interview tonight, Sinta. And I hope Sinta and family are always healthy, and don't forget to give me some of your Eid cakes. Also, thank you for friends who watch this video. Thank you for the intentions, and good night.
Good night.